You should listen carefully because you're about to discover how an e-commerce newcomer went from zero to $300,584 in sales in only 7 months. Are you sick of chasing the latest and greatest money-making scheme? Stuck in a continued cycle, each time believing that this latest trick will be your path to riches? Only to find a few months later that an algorithm change means the trick no longer works and you have to start again from scratch. Are you fed up with buying customers to build someone else's business in return for measly one-off commissions? Keep watching, because I'm about to introduce you to a legitimate, long-term, viable business model anyone could easily implement. A model that isn't reliant on any tricks or algorithms. A model where every penny you spend will be on building your own loyal customer base, who will be desperate to buy from you again and again. A model proven by me to generate 6 figures and much more in just 7 months. Hi, my name is Nick Fielding, and I'm just about to pull back the curtains and reveal the inside secrets of my business for the first time ever. I don't intend to make this information available for long, so if you're truly serious about changing the path of your business and life, watch this whilst you still can. You see, I get it. I've been there. In late 2013, my situation was unbelievably desperate. I was 4 years out of work without a significant income. I amassed a catalogue of tried and failed online ventures. Watching friends progressing forwards in their lives, new careers, bigger houses, new things, only served to make things worse. Even my wife's unswerving support for me was stretched to near breaking point. Something had to give. It seemed everyone in the industry was talking about Facebook ads and the incredible fortune that could be had with them. With a final roll of the die, I decided I would do everything it took to figure out how to make money using Facebook. Failure was simply not an option. At first it seemed easy. Within a short period of time, I was able to build fan pages with 5,000, then 10,000, then 20,000, then 50,000 fans. Active, engaged communities where every message I posted spread like wildfire. And although this was cool, it wasn't paying the bills. I simply had to make money from this. Pulling together all I knew about squeeze pages, email sequences, CPA and affiliate offers, I started to generate some income. Not much, but it was a start. So I wrote a plan to scale it. But within weeks, my new model was generating less income than it was costing me to acquire new fans. Facebook had changed the rules again. My scheme was thwarted by an algorithm change. And at this point, I finally realised what had to change. You see, it wasn't the first time this had happened. Let me jump back in time for a minute to explain how I arrived here. Back in 2009, I'd made the unusual decision to quit my comfortable corporate job, at the height of the UK's deepest recession in 50 years, to teach Kung Fu. I was sick of the miserable, zoned-out faces of my daily commuting companions. I was utterly uninspired by the corporate treadmill. I had higher hopes for myself than trading my time for someone else's profits, even though the money was pretty good. So with nothing but my self-belief and optimism, I took the jump. I envisaged that in no time I'd be living the high life, taking time out and holidaying with my new family whenever I wanted, training when I wanted, living where I wanted, in charge of my own time and master of my own destiny. 18 months later, my wife gave birth to our first child. Cold reality hit hard that day. On what should have been the happiest day of my life, the fear I felt thinking about the possibility of not being able to financially support my growing family was almost as much as the elation I felt of watching my child being born. I had been unable to grow my business as I projected. It was all we could do to get by month to month, let alone set aside money for holidays and actually enjoying life. Stealing away from the pure joy of holding my newborn daughter Sophia, something only a new parent can ever know, was the realisation that this was pure survival. Desperate for a way forwards, I decided that the internet was the solution to my problems. Over the coming weeks, I dedicated myself to learning how to grow my Kung Fu club with online marketing. And so the online journey began. As I read and learnt, the internet marketing world opened up before me. SEO, CPA, list building and autoresponders. Jumping from product to product, trick to trick, each time trying to convince myself, and bemused family and friends, that this time I was on the path to success and riches. 18 months building and ranking websites with SEO went up in smoke in 2012 when Google changed their rules. My first failure at the hands of an algorithm. Then followed 12 months of tearing my hair out helping local businesses with mobile websites for a pittance of income that didn't even cover the costs of courses I'd bought. So here we are back in 2013, fresh from my latest venture failing with Facebook's algorithm change. I realised that I had to build something that wasn't reliant on algorithms beyond my control, something that couldn't be taken away from me on the whim of Google, Facebook or anybody else. In short, I had to build a business with my own customers. I would not follow yet another money-making scheme and send customers to someone else's business in the process. At this time, it seemed everyone in the online community was selling t-shirts via crowd-funded platforms. I toyed with this, but it didn't fit with my new vision for building a business with my own customers. One voice in particular was going against the grain, talking about an e-commerce platform called Shopify, where you could build your own store, sourcing and selling your own products, build a customer base, create a stable income stream, non-reliant on any one traffic source. It ticked all my boxes, so I learnt everything I could on the subject. In late 2014, I started to build out a simple niche store. I brought on board suppliers. I learnt how to source products both locally and internationally, and have them shipped on autopilot. I created print-on-demand merchandise. And to promote the store, I put together everything I'd learnt about building fan pages and running Facebook ads. Finally, and for the first time ever, everything started to come together. Sales were coming in, and using the feedback from my growing fan base, I was able to fine-tune the products I offered, until things really took off at the end of the year. My new product ranges proved hugely popular. In the Christmas rush, my store went from nowhere to $32,618 in sales in a month. Fast forward 8 months. I now have a stable, thriving and growing e-commerce business. A business with no reliance on external algorithms or short-lived money-making fads. A business I can actually explain to friends and family without the confused and mocking expressions. Life is no longer about survival. We no longer fear how we're going to pay the bills at the end of the month. So much so that my wife and I are now preparing for the arrival of our second daughter. We're enjoying life and looking forward to moving to a larger house in the coming months. I've spent the last 2 months painstakingly documenting every step I've taken in my e-commerce journey so far. I'm incredibly excited to present what I believe is a complete business blueprint for researching, setting up, running and growing a sustainable and scalable e-commerce business. It's called Shopify Store Pro. If you've watched this far, I know you want to learn how to build a real business you can be proud of. So go ahead and take the first step, simply click below and place your order. Having refined my processes and procedures, my simple single niche store has made $358,801 to date. I have a customer base of over 10,000 people who are so eager to buy from me that simple emails that take me 5 minutes to write can generate over $2,500. I have employed a member of staff who handles the entire day-to-day running of the store, so I can concentrate on turning this one-store business into an empire. I'm so confident in the product I've created that you can try it out risk-free. If you implement what you've learned for 30 days and then decide for any reason the Shopify Store Pro is not for you, I'll personally ensure you get a hassle-free refund. I even include a case study of a single product which made over $50,000 in sales from less than $8,000 in advertising spend. Click the order button below now and take advantage of this risk-free offer. We're offering Shopify Store Pro at an amazingly low introductory price. I'm confident that you will never have seen this much value offered in a product at this price before. But this offer will only be available for a few days, after which the price will rise significantly, so you need to act fast. If you're happy being where I was, jumping from fad to fad, starting from scratch every few months, building someone else's business, then there's no need to do anything at all. But if you'd rather be where I am now, with a solid, sustainable and growing business to be proud of, then take action and place your order now, whilst our incredible introductory offer is still available. I look forward to sharing my hard-earned secrets with you on the inside.